Welcome back to the Arsenic Ossuary. We are level 6 actually. Oh well, that's not so important. We are diving back into the void. Straight back into the void. Kokobuki, what do you got for me with your horrible little Lalafell voice and your stupid little Lalafell head?
Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal cell. Another trial you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturge, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned Thaumaturge Zozomaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on the trial, on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our art must contend. The first chapter, The Threat of Intimacy, falls within Kokobayo's purview. It is only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you with the wisdom to be contained therein.
Alright, The Threat of Intimacy. Someone's gonna come along and they're just gonna step on you, little fucking Lalafells. Gotta avoid that, don't we? Alright, Kokobai, go. Why don't you Kokobai go fuck yourself? That's terrible. I'm sorry everyone. I was really bad.
Yes, Grunty. I've been expecting you. Allow me to read to you the pertinent passages from the opening chapter of Zozomaya's Guide. The Threat of Intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fist or sword or spear.
I beg to differ. I absolutely beg to differ. My PvP experience, if it has taught me one thing, is that spear trumps roaring flames every time.
But the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bone, blades slide through flesh, spears punch soft bellies. Know you this threat, and stand you apart from such men. Ugh, that last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit or stabbed or worse, you have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapon into your person. Thus the wise Thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther, the better. Now let us proceed with our trial. Take this dried switch and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That is when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Fafafono.
Fafafono, that's such a fun name. One thing I have to say for Lalafellas is, God, they have such fun names to say. Kokobayo, Fafafono, Lolo Rito.
He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Grunty, we pay him in sorcery blasted bird flesh.
Well, I mean, you know, as long as he doesn't mind a bit of char grilling. Now, I think that this Fafafuno, were they saying? Was that his name? I'm pretty sure that's his name, Fafafuno. We'll meet him in a minute. He is the 6th brother, and he is an alchemist, I do believe. I seem to have a much clearer memory of the Thaumaturge questline than I do of the other ones I've been doing recently. Even though it has been a much longer time. Thaumaturge is one of the first jobs that I leveled, so I wouldn't have seen these quests at all since like 2013. Considering I haven't touched them on Ethys either. Now, the 80 Sins of Sasimo, we're coming down here, and I have answered this question in other places, but I'm sure that there's someone watching who hasn't seen those other places necessarily. So, Koji Fox is asked all the time, hey, what are the 80 Sins of Sasimo? There's got to be a story behind that, and obviously he's, let me think, is it a he or a she? Sasimo would be a she, I believe. given that Nanamo, the O ending is feminine in that case. I'm trying to think of if there are any male Lalafels with a... Well, of course, there's a Lolarito. What am I thinking? So it could be either. No, I'm pretty sure it is a dude. Anyway, that's not important. A lot of people have been asking Koji Fox, who this Susumu is and what the 80 sins are and if there's a story behind that. He keeps saying that he's written a quest line, or at least a quest, that explains it. And he's been trying to get it in the game for the longest time. And I think he said that if he hasn't managed to get it in the game by 4.0, he's just going to talk about it in a live letter that he features on one of the Q&As he does, or something like that. But it's one of the great mystery for us lovers of old lore stories. And I believe, fun fact, I'm not sure on the exact number. I believe there's only it's 70. What am I doing in Custom Blizzard? It's only 78 left, 78 or 76. Anyway, there's a few missing that have been sort of covered by sand or destroyed by erosion over the years. And I don't have any theories on Susumu. I believe he was one of the very first sultans. So I think he must have been of the first Ul dynasty. There's another fun bit of lore for you. So ul'dah, it's not all that old. As we know, their progenitors were Beldaya. Beldayans, they had a civil war, they had a war of secession, split into ul'dah and Sildir. And ul'dah destroyed Sildir pretty much within a generation, which was about half a millennia ago, around that. And there was the first Ul dynasty, and then there was the Thorn dynasty, and we're now into the second Ul dynasty, so they obviously took power back somehow. Again, I'm sure we'll learn more about that in incoming expansions. Fafafono, what do you think?
You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the feed, Ed.
Your testing grounds. Your testing grounds.
There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge.
Oh, it wasn't Fafafono, it was this little Turnip here.
Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you to our bazaar this fine evening? The gentleman here just threw himself a plump voucher. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beacon talent. And that's not the sort of flesh I would taste for, you understand. My brothers? Not again!
Don't look at me like that, with your stupid little face and your shitty little shrug and your dumb little emotes, you fucking... Oh, the soul level is rising. Having to say so many things for so many Lalafels is not good. Not good for my sodium. Not good for my blood pressure. I'm sure I'll get over it in a couple of episodes. Anyway, report to Coco Baigo. Coco Baigo fuck himself, and that's it. That's a short and sweet one. Am I going to teleport back? No, I'm not going to teleport back. I'll just walk back. I'll see. I'll talk to you guys in a second. Well, I'm thinking of it, and this is a pretty random and disjointed thought. I do normally play with the BGM off, basically whenever I'm not recording, and even a lot of the time when I am recording, I play with the BGM off. But ul'dah at Night, this track is it's called Sultana Dreaming. It's one of my absolute favorite tracks in the game, and I think one of the best pieces that Soken has ever done. If anyone has, now this is a long shot. This is a very long shot. If anyone has some piano sheet music for this track, please email it to me. I'd love to sit down and work it out sometime. All right, Coco by Go Either Did.
Welcome back, Grunty. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. It is truly the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by a heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials if you ask me. Keep well away from the pointy, slicey, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense.
Shut up, Cocobeezy, you fucking smartass.
Fortune favours the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by a distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour.
That is some tight alliteration, Coco Boha. You just made it into the top 10. The top 10 tolerable Lullafels. Obviously there's no emote for cringe, but putting it in text there, what am I supposed to do with that?
Ugh. We Thaumaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective...
Hang on. Mana Wall, Mana Ward, all the way through a Realm Reborn. Those were OP as shit. You could ignore dive bombs. Don't tell me you fail miserably at defense. Speak for yourself, you fucking vegetable.
Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Grunty, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction.
Oh, here we go. Someone's got some tood.
So it's true, Bookie. Don't try to hide from me, Bygo, or you Bunny, or Benzie, or Boa. Cocobusi? What are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Boosie, but Grunty here was most insistent. And once again you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my hands to death. Why did you deny me?
Oh my god, there is nothing that sounds more disgusting than a Lullafelian tantrum.
I hate you! I hate you!
Sorry you guys had to see that. Sorry you had to see that, Grunty.
Please, Boosie, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Bygo is.
Well, he can Bygo suck a dick.
That was Cocobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a Thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low.
Again, so these Thaumaturges are absolute idiots, and they are using the ether native to their body rather than drawing it from without, and that is why so many of them turn themselves into fucking char-grilled potato.
We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of Thaumaturgy. Such is Cocobusi's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation.
Well, he's looking in the right direction, dude. I mean, you know, look at fucking Tupsamati.
Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young Thaumaturge. And I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible.
And that's very reassuring. Thank you, Cocobuki. Alright, there we go. Let's get ourselves a hempen hat. Let's actually... I haven't had a wizard hat once yet on my Arcanist. This is gonna be Grunty's first pointy hats. Let's check it out. Let's pick up that bone stuff. I don't know where I got that bone stuff from, but I'll take it. Very nice. Alright, how are we looking? Let's not hide that. Let's display that. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's starting to look the part. Look at that. Ooh. 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 Well, let's be fair, Grunty will look good in anything. Anyway, that's that. That's level... What was that? Level 5? Alright. Well, I'll see you guys next time for level 10, the Thaumaturge. I'm going to be trying to smash this out as quick as possible. Again, you won't be seeing them for probably like a month at least. But I'm going to try to smash these out as quickly as possible so I can get onto Summoner. So I will talk to you shortly in the past. And yeah, take care everyone. And as last time, don't forget to brush your teeth, alright? Don't forget to brush your teeth. It's important. Take care of your teeth. Dentistry is expensive, alright? Okay. Alright. Bye-bye.